Hello again, everybody. Well, today we're going to do something a little different again, as always. A fellow reached out to me a while back and asked me if I could make him a specific watch that he had seen, and I said, why not? So that's what we're doing today. I think what really got his eye was this bezel insert. Now, that's a fully loomed Bakelite insert. Now, there's a guy in Spain that I actually had to order these from, and they're beautiful. Gotta say, like I say, they're handmade. But I'll leave links for stuff down below for where I got some stuff. But that's the bezel insert, and I think this is gonna look just fabulous. So, my friend, if you're watching this, this is your watch, senor. I think you've made an excellent choice. This is the dial that he's chosen. It's an SKX 171. It's an OEM dial that I had kicking around, but it's gonna go perfect with this watch. We have a fully loomed chapter ring, and all under a top hat sapphire this time. So everything's really going to pop. But anyhow, let's get after it, you guys. First thing we're going to do is get this dial sorted out. Now, if I remember correctly, we might need some dial feet for not dial feet, but I'm just going to say it doesn't have any dial feet because, like I say, this was one that I had around. So I think we're going to have to put some Lume pips on her. But that's alright, that's alright. Lume pips? Gee whiz. Man, somebody needs more coffee today. We need to put some dial dots on there. Let's see. See if I'm remembering correctly, if this is the one or if I used it in the other watch. Oh, this one might have the feet on it. Oh no, it doesn't. It's just got a little bit of dial dot residue. Oh, actually, you know what though? It might not be a bad thing. We might leave that. It might be just enough for what we need. So what I'll do is I'll just flip that over, and I will grab our dial dots. If you ever wonder what dial dots are, these are dial dots. They come in a sheet of about 16 million, and you get 2 sheets usually at a time, and man, there's more than enough here for, wow, 6 countries worth. So it's, for the couple of dollars you might spend on those, it's really well worth it. Alright, so we're looking at, that one's got it at 3 and about the noon, so let's put one down in this area here. Get up. That's not where I wanted you. Right there. Dial dots are no big deal. I mean, once in a while you cut the wrong feet off, or maybe you get a dial with no feet, like we're doing today. So you just gotta make sure when you get them, or when you get it on there, nothing's interfering with any of your day-date wheels. That's it. That's it, that's all. And then you just gotta make sure you line everything up correctly. And this is at a 3/8. So, what are we lining up with? We're lining up with Sunday the 2nd in Japanese. The Kanji Sunday. And with the, again with your dial dots, you know, you get it right. You gotta, don't push it down until you know you got everything with where you want it to. And I think we're a little bit askew. Let's see with, oh no, we're not doing too bad here. It's my lighting. Yeah, it's my lighting. It's at an angle. There we go. There we go. There we go. There. We got her. I want to move that over a little bit. That's the thing with dial dots. You can actually move them just a tiny bit. Make sure you get it where you want it before you really push it down. Because once they're down, they hang on pretty good. And then again, make sure you go through everything. Make sure nothing is interfering. Okay. Well, see, I'm just not happy with that. Now, of course, I'm going to be really OCD with this one because I'm making this very specifically for a person rather than just making one to put up in my shop. I mean, no, that doesn't sound right. Don't get the wrong idea. I take just as much care for the ones I put up in my shop. I feel like I'm under a little bit more pressure because y'all are watching me. And especially this fella, if he's watching me make his watch, you know? I want to make sure it's as perfect as I can possibly be for the fella. But we can spend forever moving it back and forth and back and forth. It's either going to be perfect or it won't be, right? Right now we're looking pretty dang perfect. Okay, let's move on. Let's get some hands set. All right. Hand setting time. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's get these guys on. There's our hour hand and our minute hand and our tools in hand, and away we go. Now I really love the design of this watch. Very, very sharp. Whoops. Let's get you back over a tiny bit. Geez, you know, it is so dark and gloomy outside today. And I need to get myself a better desk light here. Got a new desk, now I need a new light. So, yeah, it's just so gloomy today. I don't have any light that I usually have on the opposite side of me. Oh, for Pete's sake. Would you get back where you're supposed to be, you? There we go. You know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can help myself a little bit better, get some better light here. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Well, I apologize if the light's off a little bit for you guys. It's off a little bit for me too, but we're gonna have to make do. Yeah, we'll get there, I tell you. We will get there. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. Let's take a look with the loop as usual. Looking perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now let's get this minute hand on here. Come here, you. There we go. There we go. We just need to get on there a little further. Like so. And lift it up just a little bit. Yeah, those pop on there so briskly. They come down so tight. We're going to make the adjustment. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Oh, it's looking pretty good. I'm going to give it just a little bit more. A wee bit more. Just a wee bit. There, now we have plenty like. Now we're looking plenty good. You want to see what I'm seeing? That's what I'm seeing. Can you see it up against that white there? Nice and perfect. All right, let's go for a spin. Let's see where we're at. Beautiful. I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, well, just because we're already rolling, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, on my knees. Now, I really like this second hand for this build. And it's very sharp. Just that splash of color, you know? You don't have to have a splash of color, don't get me wrong. But, for this build, it looks really darn good. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Now, pardon me for a moment while I hold my breath and get my hands and my head in the way to do this properly. There we go. And breathe. It's like doing yoga, you know? Tell you, there's a good breathing technique. And all of that. Now let's see how we're sitting for spacing. Run that around. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking good. Looking good. All right. I'll let you run. All right. Well, what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to take a moment and grab the tool, and I'm going to clean up the hands, make sure the indices are spotless before we flip this guy over and get ready for sizing a stem and putting a crystal in this case. All right, be right back. Okay, so we are all cleaned up. Now, I would like to get this guy in the case before we press the crystal. Reason being is I want to make sure this chapter ring is going to line up where we want it to. So we're going to get this guy in there, size this stem real quick, and we'll go from there. Whoops. All right. So, I would like to know where everybody's from. Where's everybody watching from? Here's another question for everyone. Is this something that you do yourself? Or is this just something that you guys enjoy watching somebody else do? I mean, no judgment, that's for darn sure. That's where I started. I found it fascinating. I've always liked working with my hands. No, that's a little off. I know it is. But what its problem is here, in case you're wondering, on this one, and I know exactly what's going on. I'm going to fight the dial dots just a little bit. Which way we got to go here? Well, down first of all. Let's do that. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now let's just get a crown in there and get ourselves halfway sorted. And we'll get this one trimmed first. Now you guys might notice this is going to be a little bit longer video. Well, no, it won't be actually, because it's going to be in 2 parts. I'm making this one 2 parts because I'm going to show a little bit extra on this one. So we'll start there. Alright. And we'll still trim it down, I'm sure, but I'm 90% sure. We'll see. Yeah, I'd love to know where everybody's from. I'd like to get to know my viewers, you guys. Tell me what you'd like to see on the channel. If you have suggestions or, tell me things you do and don't like. I appreciate things like that. Constructive criticism. I mean, you want to be an asshole, go do that somewhere else. But, hey, constructive criticism is just that. It's appreciated. ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay, actually we're not looking too bad. Almost for sure we got to trim that down a tiny bit, but that's okay too. We will come back to make sure. Ooh, actually, yeah, we'll just trim that down a little bit when we're done. All right. Okay. Now, like I said, I want to press this case back in. Press the case back. I'm holding the case back, so I'm thinking the words. I want to press the crystal in. So, let's make sure we are all lined up here with our chapter ring. We're going to make sure everything is extremely clean. Get off my finger. Get off. Okay, now there is no obvious 12 o'clock on there, so it's just one of the large indices. Oh, but there is a tab on that, so what are the chances, everyone? Yeah, chances are about like I expected. Slim to none. I don't know why they put a tab on if it's not going to line up nice. Because there's no reason that shouldn't be. That's for darn sure. Alright. Well, because yeah, that's looking different there. Well, I'm going to take that little tabby tab off. You can see it there. And I'll put a dial dot in its place. Whoops, there we go. I'll put a dial dot in its place, and then we'll go from there. Be right back again.